There's nothing in the post today, and just an outside chance a draft order is on its way. But Mitya won't risk it. You're going to get on a plane tonight to go to Belgrade.
Yeah.
You might say goodbye to your country forever.
I'm not going to do that. I'm somebody here, and elsewhere I'm just like a very, very nobody-ish character, you know, and I'm not really wanted anywhere.
Lots of European countries are now discussing whether or not to allow people like you in. What do you think of that?
I think that, unfortunately, if you stick to sort of the narrative that you chosen, like we are liberals, or I don't know, we are for freedoms and rights, then you should stick to that narrative, and that means you should allow people in. Or if you do not allow these people in, you no longer stick to the narrative that you're like fighting for, sort of supporting Ukraine.
Mitya will be out by the time this airs, one of the lucky ones, as tens of thousands queue at land borders, fearful that they'll be drafted on exit. But there are plenty who are prepared to fight. In the town of Klin, just an hour outside Moscow, the next batch of freshly mobilized say their goodbyes.
I feel patriotism for my motherland. That is why I enlisted, against fascism and Nazism.
Does it feel like the right thing to mobilize people in the country now, for you?
No.
Klin has a small-town feel, with a patriotic zeal brewed via state TV that's typical outside the urban centres. They're proud of their boys heading to the front and suspicious of British journalists.
Sort out your own leadership issues first, then you can go around asking questions. You declare war on us, you wait till we are guests of yours.
But that pro-war feel is not universal even here, especially not amongst the young.
I won't go, under any circumstances. If I have to, I'll go to jail. This shouldn't have happened. It's a crime what the government is doing.
On the way back to Moscow, we pass yet another war memorial. Putin told his people over and again never to forget, but he did not say never again. Even though it's supposedly only partial, this is the first time that Russia has declared a mobilization of troops since World War II, and the only time it did so before that was for the First World War. And if Russia does annex these 4 regions where it's held these sham referenda, then that will be the largest land grab in Europe since World War II. And what will the death toll be when the numbers are finally counted? And will the Russian people ever know how many of their boys were sent off to fight, in some cases to die? Diana Magnay, Sky News, Klin, Russia.